Birmingham City passed a thoroughly enjoyable afternoon in the Cheltenham sunshine on Saturday as they coasted to their second win in a day. Gary Monk's team was full of youthful energy and positive intent as they subdued then sliced up modest League Two opposition. Goals from Charlie Lakin, Barely Labala and, wait for it, Cheek Ndoye made it as much fun as any pre-season friendly can be. Here's what stood out. Fan power. Cheek Ndoye gets some awful stick on social media, he really does, and it's very easy to ignore the good and focus exclusively on the bad. But there is also a genuine affection directed at the Senegal international, predominantly because he so obviously cares. He trains like a demon and gives everything on the pitch. That affection was evident at the end of the game when Kyle McFarlane won a penalty. The 1,200 Blues fans chanted for Ndoye to have it and gave it the pantomime boos when Bez Labala stepped up. However, Monk intervened from the technical area and Ndoye provided a spot kick of which Harry Kane would have been proud. If only Senegal had made it to the knockout stages of the World Cup. His challenge now is not to emulate Diego Fabrini and to score a goal in competitive action as well. The Italians' only Blues strike came in a pre-season game with Solihull Moors 2 years ago. What a goal! Coaching credentials knock-on effect transfer. Rethink right. Charlie, I seem to write about Charlie Lakin every time he plays, but he was difficult to ignore at the Johnny Rocks Stadium. An analogy for the youngsters out there coming up. His first senior goal was reminiscent of Brian Robson against the Netherlands in Euro 1988. He picked up the ball outside the box, fed a teammate, continued his run and was on hand to poke under the goalkeeper and open the scoring. There the Robson similarity ends. Charlie Lakin, Image, BPM Media. Lakin glides through the middle rather than charges and is less robust than England's old captain. Fantastic. If the assist on Labala's goal was pleasing, even more enjoyable was the sliding tackle with which he felled 6 feet 2 inches, 28-year-old Nigel Odingana and produced what would have been another assist but for an assistance flag. Opportunity knocking. The last 3 friendlies have been a touch labored, which isn't a criticism, more a recognition of the fact that everyone has been playing with heavy training in their legs. But there was a youthful exuberance about this display. The mobility of Viv Solomon Odobor and Labala up front caused problems throughout. Ndoye gave Lakin a platform to get forward, and once the second goal went in, the youngsters really started to express themselves. Steve Seddon and Corey O'Keefe grew into the game and McFarlane looked enterprising when he came on. One wonders how many will be involved against Brighton next Saturday, particularly if they play Las Palmas the day before. Monk will surely fine-tune his selection with more senior players, but this was a really upbeat way for all of them to press their case. Strict system. Looking at the team sheet, it was difficult to divine a setup with so many fullbacks in the team. Wes Harding, Dom Bernard, Josh Dakers, Cogley and Steve Seddon could all claim to be frontline fullbacks, and it would have been possible to fashion a 3-5-2 system. However, Monk stuck to the 4-4-2 that served Blues well last season, and which he has been working on this summer, with Labala and Solomon Odobor, who often play wide, through the middle. The manager has clearly identified that as a Birmingham City formation, and the players seem to enjoy playing it. Blues news, transfers, fixtures, injuries. Blues bets under 23's Our App podcast. The Truman Show. It's been a busy old weekend for Connell Truman, who played the full 90 minutes against Doncaster Rovers on Friday night. Then 18 hours after the final whistle at Solihull Moors, he was back in goal for the whole of this match too. Thankfully he didn't have to expend too much energy at Whitton Road as Mark Roberts handled Cheltenham's blunt attack with aplomb, but what he had to do he did tidily. He'll look back with satisfaction on the fact he played 108 minutes in less than a day and didn't concede a goal. The achievement is reminiscent of former Blues goalkeeper Ndoye, who in March played for Ireland and Turkey on the Friday night and for Bradford against Gillingham the following day after taking 2 flights to return to the UK.